Do we want to give 2 more minutes, or do we want to keep going? Keep going?
iPhone, my journey about how to really manifest things that I've wanted, goals in my life, has been to really visualize and feel and just really include all those senses into my own self in order to get to those goals. It's kind of like being a ship and having a star to guide us. And so for those of us that are going for that big goal of the Venetian, I just want you guys to take a moment right now and close your eyes and imagine how it's going to be feeling to be getting into that Venetian hotel and getting your room key, and there'll be a gift basket or some kind of note, friendly note from Isogenics congratulating you for making your goal of 8 associates for the June boom, and smell what it would smell like to be going through that new hotel smell, those carpets that smell, and we go up the elevator, and imagine what floor you're going to be on. If you're going to be on the 1st floor, if you're going to be on the 5th floor, or if you're going to be on the 10th floor. And I want you to, those elevator doors be opening, and you have your key card, you're walking to your room, you put that key card in, click, you open up the door, and the air conditioning's going because it's Las Vegas and it's been very, very hot, and it just feels like you can just sink into this hotel room. And you see those 2 beds sitting side by side, and the first thing that you do is you take off your shoes and you go and you just jump in, dive into those beds. And I want you just to lay there and just imagine and look up at the ceiling and give yourself a great pat on the back for doing an amazing job for getting to your goal. So I wanted to take you guys on that journey, and for you guys going for this June boom, this is the end push, and imagine that every single day. Put that little tidbit into your nugget of toolbox this week. Okay, guys?
So, Elliot, you're up, big guy.
What is up? Thank you all for joining tonight. I get to talk about something that I dearly love, and it's been a part of my life for a long time, and that is business. And so I've been in professional sales for 8+ years. I've been a part of many different organizations, selling all different kinds of things. I've gone door to door in the hot summer days selling payroll to business, and it's been a heck of an experience, especially when it's something that maybe you're not that passionate about, right? Like it's payroll. It's the back end of a business. So it's like, am I really going to go cold call 50 different places a week, follow up with calls, emails, stay on top of people? And it's a heck of a process. And what I want to do is bring some structure that I learned from that into this world. And I just want to start off by saying why I love this business so much. I love this business so much because we get to partner with people who believe the things that we believe. And some of the things that I believe is I believe that people should be paid for contributing to the lives of other people. I believe that building people up, building up communities, building up teams of everybody winning shouldn't be competitive. It should be collaborative. And these are the core fundamental principles of what network marketing is, and I love it to death. So whether you're in here just listening on maybe to get your products paid for, maybe you're here to make $500 a week, cover your car payment, maybe you're here to make a massive residual income and be able to impact so many thousands of people's lives. What I'm going to share is going to help at each stage of that. So first of all, when I'm in a sales organization, what I'm accountable to is my pipeline, my territory, and what my, like all my customers, right? And I have to have conversations with my management, coaching conversations about what I'm doing to move that process forward on a weekly basis. And what I want to just let you guys know, what I've learned over 8 years of sales, is it's all about numbers. It's all about contacting and touching people, not only in a singular way, but different ways. Popping into their office, leaving a card, calling them, emailing them, right? All these different ways I can touch people on a professional level to get in front of them, because timing is everything, right? Like, they could be happy with somebody, maybe I'm their plan B, but if I'm there and I'm present and I'm always touching them in a professional, meaningful way, when they're ready to make that decision, I'm the first person on their brain. So it's a lot like this business. Maybe they're not ready for a change in their lifestyle yet, but when they are, you want to be the first person they think of, because you've been following up, you obviously care about their health, and you're doing it from a meaningful place. So the best way, and look, all these resources come from the same place, isogenicsbusiness.com. It is our hub for success. If you haven't gone there, if you haven't taken some time, my challenge is to just go through the information. Get online, go to the website, look at it. It's amazing. It's everything you need to know. This is just a small piece of that puzzle. So when we're talking about tracking numbers, there's a scorecard in the 90-day game plan that literally walks people through, like, healthy mind and body, daily entry, initial contacts, appointments or presentations set up for the week, 3-way calls, referrals. So there's a lot of different ways you can be keeping track of your activity throughout the week. And even if you're like looking to get your products paid for, there's a certain level of activity that's needed to get there, right? So you can get with the person enrolled you, come up with a game plan. Hey, I just want free products. What's my activity level be? Bam, hit the scorecard. And throughout the month, you can track what you're up to in the pockets of your life, right, to reach that goal. Now, if you want to up the ante, you're going to use this is the exciting part. You're going to use the same structure of the scorecard, but what you're going to do is up the activity level and the amount of hours you're putting into it. So what I see as being our fundamental key resources and key coaching points, really, with what you're after, is your list of people, your weekly action plan, and the what's the word I'm looking for? Your crystal executive map. Okay. Your crystal executive map. Yeah, that. So those are the 3 key pieces of information that's needed to run your professional sales organization. And the best part about it is, like, every single call or point or touch you're reaching out really is to keep in mind why you're doing this, why you love this business, why you're in it for them, and you're contributing to people's lives, and you're game planning your whole career, your whole profitability about helping other people. And that's what fires me up about this, and that's why I want to see people getting up and running faster, quicker, in a more meaningful way. And I just really hope that this adds value to what you're doing. Can I see a show of hands of who's tracking their numbers right now? Y'all are rock stars. Love it. So there is some opportunity to up the level of commitment. And so realistically, tracking your numbers is the best thing you'll ever do, because it takes being hard on yourself completely out of the game. Mm-hmm. It is just number. It's just how many people you're reaching out to. I remember when we first started, it's like, I suck at this. I can't enroll anybody. I'm the worst. I can't believe I suck at this. I'm good at everything. This sucks. And then I'm like, then Lindsay would be like, well, what did you actually do this week? I'm like, well, I didn't do anything, but I'm so good. Like, people should be coming to me and want it. Like, people should be, like, obviously coming from the start. But I was so hard on myself for not being good when really I wasn't doing anything. How could I be good or bad at something I'm not doing?
Or I think it's so easy to sometimes feel like we're busy. We're listening to podcasts. We're in the Facebook groups. And this is something, whenever I feel like, gosh, okay, my month didn't quite look the way I wanted it to, this was a game changer for me. I started tracking every new conversation. Every time I put a new person on my list, I started tracking those numbers about 2 years ago. And it doesn't take much when I start to get down on myself about where my business is at. All I have to do is go back and look. And you guys, it's always consistent with the number of new conversations I started about Isogenics, the number of people I followed up with. The numbers just really don't lie. And that's a beautiful thing. that really is like so liberating. So one of the things I know that we want to do is as we progress and we go forward and we have these calls, we want everyone to be able to walk away with like one new inspired action that you see to take. So a new way to reach out to someone, or hearing what's working for someone else. How many of you would really find value in that? Like coming to this call knowing you're going to leave with like, oh, I can go take that action, or I can reach out to someone.
Grab a nugget and then you hug it.
That's new.
I don't know why I said that. It's super weird. Do not hug nuggets. Don't do it.
I like it. It rhymes. It's catchy. I like it.
All right.
So why don't we take just a couple of minutes? I'll share kind of one new idea, and this is open to everyone that we're starting. So if you don't already have a pen and paper, grab a pen and paper. I literally want everyone to walk away with writing down one new thing that you're going to take action on, and you are going to put into action right after this call. So tonight or tomorrow. One of the things that, so we were at the Super Saturday, and this is a conversation that kind of keeps coming up recently, that a great group of people to kind of think about, a segment of the population that we can be reaching out to about isogenics, is people who are already in the routine of meal prepping, or someone who has an interest in learning how to do that. Because we know meal prepping can be a big job and a big commitment, but we have a simple solution that's going to make their lives so much easier. If someone's in the mindset of meal prepping, they probably want convenience, they probably want to stay healthier, and they need something, that's quick and easy. What do we have? I mean, obviously we have a whole system for that. So we're starting a meal prep challenge. We really want, selfishly, we want some new recipes for ourselves and our own, meal prep repertoire. So we just put together a really simple Facebook group. We're going to be sharing a bunch of recipes, stuff from Stronger Together. But this is something, you guys, we can all leverage to start conversations with people. Like, hey, I know you've been on a health and fitness journey. Wanted to help, send you this invitation to join a group we're doing, this meal prep challenge. Because you better believe, what are we going to drip in between these healthy recipes, this talk about meal prep? We're going to talk about what makes our life easier in terms of meal prep is, we incorporate isogenics and why. So it'll be very subtle, way more subtle than like in the Stronger Together group. But this is something, it's open to everyone. We decided to create this as just a new way for us to be reaching out and adding value to our warm market, or even, capturing cold market leads. I might even do like some Facebook ads and try to, get people plugged into that group so that we can be really talking about meal prep, which is just a natural segue to isogenics. So, what I ask people to do is that if you're going to leverage, say that, or if you're going to leverage, if you're sending out Facebook messages, start sharing screenshots. If you have a really great message template that you've been sending people, share that in the business group. Don't think that like no one else would care what you're saying. Show people, what do your messages say? Did you have like a really great response that you were surprised by? Start to share that stuff in the business group, because it helps all of us to see the verbiage that you used and what's working well for you. So that's one tip that we're putting into practice this week that you're more than welcome to jump in on the fun on that. I know one or two other people had an idea to share of how they've been successfully reaching out and starting new conversations. I don't remember who it was, though. You have to remind me. Was it Lisa? Okay.
Lisa.
Yeah. So one of the things that I've been doing is, and this doesn't apply to everybody, but I've got 3 kids, and school is now out. School's been out for a week, and the teachers pretty much finished up maybe mid, like a few days after the kids did. So one of the things I've been doing is I've been messaging my, because they've got the summer off, right? And for whatever reason, change of season tends to be people want to do something different. So one of the messages I've been sending out to a lot of teachers, and I've getting a lot of really good responses, is, hey, just wanted to see, if you'd be, a lot of them know what I'm doing. And I would just say, hey, Melissa, just wanted to reach out. thanks so much for having Annika in, your class. She absolutely loved you. You were amazing. I bet you're, so excited school's now out. We're putting together a group of people who want to do a reset and wanted to see if you might want to do a cleanse. And the response I'm getting is really big. Now, if they don't know what I'm doing, what I will say is, I thank them so much for being my kids' teacher and for being so amazing. It's a great opportunity for me to reach out to some really great teachers, but say, hey, I don't know if I've ever told you what I do and what I'm up to, but I'd love to share it with you. And one of the things with teachers is, sadly, they don't make a lot of money. And a lot of them are looking for other ways of earning money. I know a lot of teachers will do tutoring in the summer. They'll do, they'll take second jobs. And if I can show them a way that they can, over the summer, build up, some residual income that will pay them once school starts back, that is phenomenal. So I'm right now, for me, I'm really focusing on teachers, and that's been really great.
And I think there was one or two others who had an idea, something they've been putting into practice this week. Am I forgetting? No? Yes?
I can chime in real quick.
Yeah, Cody.
I'm in the middle of launching a 30-day program where I'm actually, my background for those who don't know me is all in the fitness industry and things like that. So I'm launching a 30-day program where I'm going a lot more in depth with their isogenics as well as the fitness aspect and kind of plugging in I'm only taking on like 10 to 15 right now because it's going to be daily check-ins, daily phone calls, one-on-ones, exercise videos, all that kind of stuff to launch into a program that as of right now I'm making it. But once I spend the time making this program, I can reuse it and reuse it and reuse it and work with my people on my team as well to be able to take this program. Here's the recipes, it's already there. Here's this program, it's already there. Here's the, here's the files for tracking, it's already there. So it'll be super duplicatable is what super excites me on this. But that's my big push right now, especially trying to get this last weekend because I want to start July 5th. So kind of my big, huge push for it.
Nice. And, such a great example for someone who has a fitness background and obviously a passion to help people in that way. That's awesome, Cody. Megan, I'm going to ask if you would mind sharing kind of what you're putting together right now, getting ready to launch and coming out of the Super Saturday, the inspiration you had.
Sure, I would love to share. So yeah, I hit the Minneapolis Super Saturday, and it was just amazing. As everyone says, events are just key and just feeling on fire. So what I am putting together is starting a new IsoBody challenge, and my husband is going to do it with me. And I'm just going to do a Facebook Lives. I'm going to go on every day, every week, posting what I'm eating, what workouts I'm doing, just have people join me along the journey since I am still new into building kind of my brand and who I am and people following me along. So I'm going to do my video tomorrow, my live, stating that I'm going to start my IsoBody or my 16-week body transformation challenge July 3rd or July 5th. I know some people with the July 4th holiday are kind of like, oh, they want to get their last hurrah, but just really kind of put that into play, start that in July, and then just make it a daily and a weekly thing where people can follow me in my journey and yeah, keep track. So that's what I'm going to do.
And you guys, how simple is that? And again, using tools that we already have available to us, the IsoBody challenge, every single one of us could commit to starting a new IsoBody challenge, even if we're already in one. I do this all the time. I'll message people and be like, hey, I'm starting a new challenge group. Do you want to be in it? And they're like, oh, what is it? They don't know that they can start the IsoBody challenge anytime, but this is the perfect time where there's a holiday weekend coming up, a long weekend. People are going to feel like crud afterward. So I'm sending messages out this week saying, hey, a couple of my girlfriends and I are starting this 16-week nutrition challenge. Would you be interested in the info? And, we're ordering products by Friday so we can start right away on July 5th. easy, right? That's an easy approach to go back to people who you've already been in conversation with or someone you haven't reached out to yet. So who took down at least one new thing of those ideas shared that you can see putting into practice tomorrow? Okay, and if you didn't, go back and watch, right? Because there was literally like five different ideas. Reaching out to teachers, leverage the meal prep challenge, start a new IsaBody challenge. So, there's so many different things that you can leverage in order to start new conversations. And we really want to be sharing more of this, not only on these calls, but also in the Facebook group, so that you never get to that point where you feel like, gosh, okay, I just don't know what to do today. Which is also where I wanted to plug this when Elliot was talking about the scorecard. This scorecard, it's on isogenicsbusiness.com, but we also uploaded a copy under the files section in the business group. So this is really, if you ever get to the point where you're like, okay, I have 10 minutes right now or 30 minutes to work on my business, gosh, I don't know what to do, go to this scorecard. Just start looking. Have I set up a 3-way call? Can I schedule a launch party? Can I send out a message? This is the cure for analysis paralysis. Just do one of the things on this checklist, right? Okay, so I'll hand it to Lisa to close. I know you're going to go over some events and a couple of different announcements, but I really just encourage you all, if you didn't pick up an idea, go back and listen to the replay of this and just take one new action starting tomorrow, and your business will incrementally start to move forward.
Awesome. Okay, I got some great ideas. So a couple things. Celebration is coming up. It is our next big event. Who is excited about Celebration? It is, if you guys haven't been, I went 8 days after starting Isogenics. I had no idea what I was in for, and it completely changed my life. It's 4 days in Vegas. Tony Robbins is going to be speaking. It will show you the vision of really what this is, and it transforms everything. And we all stay together, we eat together, we sit together. I mean, it's a big Stronger Together party. It's really fun. And if you really are doing this if you want to do this as a business, you need to be at Celebration. I mean, it's kind of non-negotiable. But if you don't have your ticket, get your ticket, and get your flight booked, or if you're going to be driving. And as Gary talked about, if you enroll 8 people in the month of June, they give you 4 nights at the Venetian plus $200 if you enroll 5 in the month of June. So, that's the next big thing that we really want to think about. The other thing is, I'm just going to put it out there, and I really want you guys to think about this. We've done these in the past. We've done what we call team pushes, which really is about getting people to the next level. And we have our Stronger Together Level Up Leadership Retreat. It is going to be a crazy retreat at a big mansion in Arizona, Scottsdale, pool, the whole works. We're going to be laughing, crying, dancing. It is going to be amazing. We're going to do it every year, but you have to qualify to go. And this year, to qualify to go, you need to hit director, which is you've enrolled 6 people and they've each enrolled 2, and you need to hit 1 star, and you need to do it by Celebration. So to help everybody do that, we are going to be doing what we call a team push, and it is going to coincide. Isogenics is going to be re-releasing a seasonal shake on the 18th. Okay, don't post it on social media. It's going to be coming back, and we're going to use that. So I really, if this is something that you want to be participating, we're going to be talking more about it in the next couple weeks about how to gear up for that. But if you want to get to this retreat, then what you really want to do is you want to use the whole team, everybody running together. And guys, this is so much fun. This is so much fun when we do this together, because we set the goals, we're all talking, we're communicating. Then at Sunday night, we all get on the call and we've done it, and everybody's laughing and congratulating, and it's like nothing you've ever experienced. So if this is something that you want to do, make the decision that you want to do it, and then we'll start putting the pieces in place. And we'll be talking more about that. But I just wanted to kind of let you know a little bit what is coming. And with that, I think we are just about at time. But again, celebration tickets. Does anybody want to say what Celebration has really done for them in the past? Come on, anybody? I will tell you it'll take a year off your learning curve.
Yeah,
I was barely a manager. I was barely a manager when I went to Celebration. After Celebration, I went to Executive, then 1-star, and then 2-star by December. It's absolutely essential to get to Celebration.
Yeah. Dawn, did you want to say something?
I was just going to say how I felt. Like, it blew my mind. It was like nothing I'd experienced before. The people are so, like, there's so many people, and they're all just like bursting with love and excitement and tolerance for diversity and acceptance of others. And it's like there's like 15,000 people all with this energy, all in a room together. It's like nothing I'd ever experienced before. It was just like pure joy being in that room with all those people. It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, it is honestly like nothing you've ever experienced if you haven't been to one. And it's at the Venetian, which is just it's an amazing venue. Okay, with that, we will let everybody go, and we'll be back here same time, same place next week. Everybody have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week. But remember, the June Boom ends Friday, so midnight Eastern on Friday. Got to have those enrollments in. Okay. Bye, guys.